McNamara. 4 is A. Rochford. 5, P. Minogue. Number 6, centre back is T. Murphy. 7, N. Nugent. In centre field we have S. Murphy and E. Giblin. Number 10 is E. Fahy. Number 11, T. Nugent. Number 12, G. O'Grady. Number 13 is S. McInerney. And full forward we have M. O'Grady. And in the corner we have J. Minogue. We're now looking at the Scariff team. The line out for Broadford, we have in goal John Duggan. In the corner is James O'Brien, Sean Driscoll full back, Patrick Connell in the other corner. And then we have John Dillon, number 5, centre back, Tony Dial. Number 7 is M. O'Brien, PJ Maloney, Jay Shanahan, JJ Maloney, Joe Shanahan, Kevin Maloney, Martha McMahon, Eugene Maloney and Pat O'Brien. And the ball is in and the intermediate final is on. And Broadford are first to break away with the ball. Martha McMahon coming out to the ball. He sends it in and it's gone wide. And it's raining very heavy here in Tulla. The wind is blowing across the field. The puck out by M. Collins for Scariff. Coming into the centre of the field. James Shanahan and Mike O'Brien. First Scariff, and it's a free up for Broadford. James O'Brien with the free. Coming down between JJ Maloney for Broadford. James Shannon has it. And a high ball in, and it's gone wide. And we're now here, and it's atrocious conditions here in Tulla. The puck out will be taken by M. McNamara for Scariff. Coming just short to the centre of the field, we have PJ Moroney, but he's taken up by for Scariff. And it's down into the 21. Sean Driscoll there for Broadford. And Pat Connell. And number 11 for Scariff is T. Nugent, but he's broken down by John Dillon. He's going into the square, and there is number 18 for Scariff, but he's blocked down. A great scramble on there, great save there by Sean Driscoll. And Scariff still have the ball, number 15, Jay Minogue, and he sends it over the bar, and it's a point for Scariff. It's a lucky escape there for Broadford. Could have been more than a point. John Duggan with the puck out for Broadford. Sends it way beyond the field, dropping it down about the 40. Joe Shannon is under it. James Shanahan is there. JJ Maloney. And it's cleared out by P. Minogue for Scariff. James Shannon has it again, but it's knocked off the ball. And Tony Dial there. Scariff cleared it down the field, down to 18 is Pete Giblin. And it's fouled. And it's a free in for Scariff. Mick O'Grady has got a full forward to take this. He drops down, is beaten out there by Joe O'Brien. Mike O'Brien, sorry. Mike O'Brien has it again. Beaten there by Mike O'Brien. Fouls the Scariff man. Tom Reedy speaking to Mike O'Brien. And the free to be taken by O'Grady for Scariff. The wind holding the ball up and it's dropping in down the 14. It's beaten out there by Pat Connell, edited by Tony Dial. James Shannon all alone in the centre of the field. Taken up by PJ Maroney. But it's fouled there by Murphy for Scariff. And the free to be taken by JJ Maloney for Broadford. JJ with the free. It's dropping wide. 3 wides for Broadford, with 1 point for Scariff. And say the wind is favouring Broadford slightly in this first half. It's a free out there now for Scariff. The free coming down PJ Maroney. JJ is beaten by P. Minogue. Murphy for Scariff. Gets it down along JJ Maloney. Misses it, gets it again, misses it again. Murphy takes it off him. And it's Tommy Nugent going through for Scariff. Gives it into. And it's gone over the bar and it's a point for Scariff. Scored by S. McInerney. Two points for Scariff, no score for Broadford. The puck out by John Duggan comes down beyond the centre of the field. PJ Maroney collects James Shannon going through with the ball. And he's fouled again by Scariff, and it's a free in for Broadford to be taken by JJ Maloney. JJ Maloney with the free. Can he score Broadford's first point? Yes. Point for Broadford scored by JJ Maloney, and it's now 2 points to 1. There's 8 minutes gone in the first half. The fullback is pucking out the ball for Scariff. McNamara with the puck out, dropping down beyond the centre of the field. Tony Dial and Jay Minogue. Sean Driscoll has it, but he's taken off him. And Pat Collins clears it out, and it's blocked down there by E. Giblin. Giblin to Jay Minogue. Jay Minogue sends a high ball in under the Sean Driscoll and Emma Grady. Emma Grady is cleared out there again, and coming out for the Jay Minogue. Minogue sends a high ball in, and it's gone high and over the bar. It's a point for Scariff. Scariff lead by 3 points to 1. 9 minutes in the first half. Broadford finding it hard to settle down. John Duggan with the puck out. Under there's Joe Shanahan and P. Minogue. And the ball's gone out over the sideline, and it's a line ball for Broadford, I'd say. It's a Broadford ball. The line ball taken. It's a great ball into the square, but it's missed there by Pat O'Brien. Pat O'Brien fighting for the ball with Rochford, but it's gone out of the line and it's a 70 for Broadford. To be taken by James Shannon. Scariff lead 3 points to 1. James Shannon with the 65, dropping into the square. Eugene Maloney's in there. Pat O'Brien has it. He pulls it and it's gone wide.
Puck out now by the Scariff fullback Michael McNamara. Into the centre of the field. Broadford playing with strong wind. Ball now is at the other Broadford goal. And it's free out to Broadford. They're a wild pull there by the Scariff centre forward. James O'Brien, Broadford captain, coming out to take this. Broadford playing with strong wind, failing to make any use of it whatsoever. James O'Brien, high one, way up the field. Dropping right in around the square. And the ball gone out there and it's gone out wide. Scoring means 3 points to Scariff, 1 for Broadford. Broadford squandering a lot of chances here. Scariff pull back once more. Michael McNamara. Into the centre of the field. James Shannon under it. Still James Shannon is having a great game so far for Broadford. Takes his shot high across the goal and it's another wide for Broadford. Broadford's definitely wasting our chances here and Scariff really holding him well in the breeze. I think we have a missing ball here. No. Michael McNamara once more. Very busy man. Into the centre of the field. And Tom Reedy. There's another free to Broadford. This one again to be taken by James Shanahan. We're about 15 minutes gone here in the first half. Very blustery tuller. James Shanahan. Into the square again. Brought down by the full-back Mike McNamara. Comes out towards the wing. He stops, clears it out into the centre. Under is J.J. Maloney for Broadford. He misses it. Eddie Giblin for Scariff. Shot. Sean Murphy are fouled. Free to Scariff. This one won't go very far with this wind. Catman Oak to take it. Long one, straight out over the sideline. This game is really not got off the ground yet. Can't blame it with the conditions as they are. James O'Brien to take it for Broadford. Lovely cut into the centre of the field. Well held there by Peter Moroney. His shot is brilliantly blocked down there by Eddie Giblin. Giblin pulls it down towards the corner. The sub there now in for Scariff. Pat Giblin takes his shot and he has sent it wide. Pat Giblin, whatever he came out of, is in the game for Scariff. I think he's been playing from the start here. Puck out for John Duggan. 70 well held there. Kevin Maloney has not been in the game so far for Broadford. Takes this shot. It's high and it's gone over the bar. Scariff lead 3 points to 2. And now puck out again by the Scariff full-back. Mick McNamara. High into the centre of the field. Pulled on there by Eddie Giblin. Doing a great work for Scariff. Mike O'Brien for Broadford. Peter Moroney for Broadford. Drops about 30 yards out for Broadford goals. Martin McMahon leaves it for Eugene Maloney. Eugene steadies himself. It's a low one in towards the goals. Blocked down by Mick McNamara. Brings it out. And out he comes. And he has fouled the ball. It's a free in for Broadford. Tom Reedy there in no doubt whatsoever. J.J. Maloney, Broadford's top scorer in the championship so far. Take this free on the 21 metre line. He lifts. And the sides are level. 3 points apiece. I think there's only 15 minutes gone now, I think. And Scariff go into the attack. Sean McInerney, he's going through. A low ball in towards the goals. James O'Brien clears it out. 30 yards out. John Minogue has it for Scariff. Takes his shot. And he sends it over the bar. And Scariff lead again. Scariff certainly taking their chances here in this first half. It's not a very good day for hurling. But Scariff certainly doing well. John Duggan again with the puck out. This one's not as long as the last one. It's also 60 yards out from Scariff goal. John Dillon for Broadford. A low one. And the ball cleanly picked off the ground there by the Scariff cornerback, Andy Rochford. And another free in for Broadford. An awful lot of frees here in this first quarter. Both sides trying to settle down. J.J. Maloney once more. And he leveled it up again. And he has. He's gone over the bar. 4 points apiece. Fairly large crowd here today. Puck out now again by Michael McNamara for Scariff. Big fullback, this man. A long one into the centre of the field. Good one again, the breeze. John O'Grady for Scariff. Going up the field, being chased by John Dillon. Gets his puck in. The pull forward there. Nick O'Grady pulls this into the in. Sean Driscoll for Broadford. Cleans it out well. James Shanahan for Broadford. A shot this one. Down to Joe, his brother Joe. Kevin Maloney has it. It's taken off him. Scariff now come away with the ball. Martin Newton there, plays it down the field. Tony Dial for Broadford. Peter Maroney. He's tackled there. And he's blocked down. John Minogue there now for Scariff, playing really well. Mike O'Brien for Broadford. Comes out with the ball. And clears it well up the field there. Game really lining up now. Out comes Kevin Maloney, fields it beautifully. Takes his shot. He sends it high. And a great point there for Broadford. And Broadford lead for the first time in the game. By 5 points to 4. This game now really beginning to warm up. Kevin Maloney there. Lovely point for Broadford. Puck out once more for Scariff. Michael McNamara. A shot, that's very shot puck out. Joe Shannon under it. Andy Rochford clears it down. 70 yards out Broadford, their own goal. J.J. Maloney takes his shot and sends it over the bar. Now Broadford really begin to strike for him here. Bad puck out there for Scariff. And with the strong wind, Michael McNamara tries again. Better one, into the centre of the field. James Shanahan for Broadford is fouled. Tom Reedy, referee from 6 Mile Bridge, his first county final. And it's a free for Broadford. James Shanahan, great Broadford servant all the years. Takes his shot, it's high. And it's a lovely point again for Broadford. Really finding the goals now. And the score is 6 points to 4. Broadford lead. 7 points to 4, I think. My mate is wrong here. Puck out once more. Michael McNamara. 18 minutes gone this first half. Another low one in 70 yards out. J.J. Maloney for Broadford. J.J. in again. Andy Rochford for Scariff. Rochford clears it out into the centre of the field. Under it for Broadford, Mike O'Brien, James Shanahan. James Shanahan up the field. Really playing well. J.J. Maloney. And away he goes. J.J. shot is pucked on. Blocked down by Sean Murphy. Tommy Murphy. And the ball brought out there now by Pat Clancy. Clancy. Out to Joe Shanahan for Broadford. Some very scrappy play going on now. Clancy again. Into the centre field. Tony Dial going for it for Broadford. Beaten there. Nick O'Grady for Scariff. Shot his puck. O'Grady again. He's fouled there by Peter Maroney and it's a free down for Scariff. Centre field man. Eddie Giblin to take it. Giblin against the wind. This is a good long puck. It's dropping into the Broadford square. Sean Driscoll for Broadford. Tears it out a small bit. John O'Grady. Sean Driscoll tears it up. Peter Maroney for Broadford. Clears it well down the field. Drops it 30 yards out. Broadford. Full forward. Eugene Maloney has it. Eugene now. Still has it. He's taken off him there by the full back. He's been hustled there, Eugene over McNamara. Into Pat O'Brien. Knacker as they call him. His shot is well blocked down by Andy Rochford. And it's gone over the sideline and it's a line ball for Broadford. Kevin Maloney going out to take it. Kevin, who's got on the score sheet so far. A lovely cut. A beautiful point here by Kevin Maloney. That's his third point now for Broadford, and now Broadford lead by 8 points to 4. 4-point lead. I think they'd want a lot more by half time the way this wind is blowing. Slightly across the field, but it's fairly in favour of Broadford. Michael McNamara for Scariff. A long, better one this time. Drops about 70 yards out for Broadford goal. Mike O'Brien going for it with John Minogue. Minogue sends it out over the line, or Hesse. The linesman trying to make up his mind there, and it's a Scariff ball. Eddie Giblin to take it, I think. A good long one there by Eddie. James O'Brien comes out for it. Scariff have it there now. Mike O'Brien takes it off them. Ball comes out John Minogue. Minogue's shot is blocked down. Pulled on down Mike O'Brien. And the referee has given a free in to Scariff. To be taken by Mick O'Grady. It's about 40 yards out from the Broadford goals, out towards the far sideline. He sends it high, and he has sent it wide. So the score remains Broadford 8 points, Scariff 4. Very cold afternoon here, fella. Puck out, John Duggan. Way down the field, 30 yards out from Scariff goal. Pulled over Joe Shannon and missed. Sean Murphy. Tony Dial brought it in the back, very far up the field. Number 5 there, Pat Minogue for Scariff. Here's it down the field. Great pull there by John Duggan. Or John Dillon. Out to Pat Minogue. Minogue clears it down this side of the field. John Minogue for Scariff. Shots blocked down there for James Shanahan. Shanahan having a great game so far for Broadford. Clears it well up the field. And the referee sees a pushing hand in the back there by Martin McMahon and gives a free down to Scariff. Full back. Mick McNamara comes out to take it. Broadford Minter there sucking some Lucas 8 more energy. McNamara, good one. Down the far side. Mike O'Brien is fouled. And it's a free back for Broadford. About 50 yards out from their own goals. James O'Brien, Broadford captain. Sends it way down the field, about 20 yards out from Scariff goal. Well blocked down there. Peter Maroney beaten there. And a bit of a scrum going on here. Picking and puking. Pulled on there by Necker. In towards the goals, and it's gone harmlessly wide. Score remains 8 points to 4 in favour of Broadford. 23 minutes gone here in the first half. 7 minutes to half time. Mick McNamara once more with the puck out. This one drops about 70 yards out from his own goals. Pulled on by Mike O'Brien. And Mike O'Brien go away in a solo run up the field. He's still going. He still has it. It's on the ground. He has it again. Sends his puck a shot one to Kevin Maloney. Kevin has it now. About 70 yards out from the Scariff goal. He's still going. Seems to be going nowhere though. Now he takes his shot. A good one. In towards the goals. It's blocked out there. Scariff goal, Martin Collins. Martin McMahon for Broadford. Brought out by the full back. Eugene Maloney was brought full forward going through, and it's a free out for Scariff. Must have caught the ball twice or something. But the referee was right there on the spot. Mick McNamara for Scariff. Sturdy fullback. Getting a lot to do here in this first half. Taking his time. Since a good one. Into the centre of the field. 100 James Shanahan. Stan McInerney. He's beaten by Mike O'Brien. John Minogue and James Shanahan. Minogue has it. He's beaten by James Shanahan. Mick O'Grady has it. Mick takes his shot and the referee has spotted something going on there. I think he's given a free in to Scariff. Scariff seems to have made a lot of switches because the full forward seems to be playing out the half forward line. Martin O'Grady to take it. About 40 yards out from the Broadford goals. He's missed quite a few so far in this first half, but there's a very strong wind against him. He sends this one high, and he has sent it straight over the bar. Another point there for Scariff. And now Broadford 8, Scariff 5. About 5 minutes to half time, and I'm bloody freezing. John Duggan. Another great 7 to Broadford hurling. Takes the puck out. Drops about 40 yards out from the Scariff goal. Pulled down there by Ed Giblin. Sean Murphy. Murphy down the field. Pulled on there by James O'Brien for Broadford. James tears up the field. Added to by Tony Dial. But the referee has spotted Ed Giblin there committing a foul. Hand in the back. Free to Broadford. James Shanahan. James Shanahan takes it. Steadies himself. Send this one a low one in towards the goals. Pulled on there. With Tommy Murphy down the field. Kevin Maloney gets it. About 50 yards out. Hand pass to James, a poor hand pass. Well blocked out there again by Kevin Maloney. Some badly scrappy play here. Peter Maloney for Broadford. JJ Maloney. JJ upended, but the referee leaves the advantage to Broadford. Kevin Maloney has it. Kevin takes his shot high, and it's gone wide. Coming near half time now. Score remains Broadford 8 points, Scariff 5 in the intermediate county final of 1981. Broadford won this title 4 times, last time in 1974. Scariff once in 1938. Kilmore won it in 1927, but was taken off them on an objection. Kilmore being part of Broadford. Mike O'Brien out for Broadford. Fumbles the ball. Ball fairly safe, I'd say. He's beaten there, but John Dillon comes back for Broadford. And John tears into the centre of the field. To J.J. Maloney, playing very far down now. It's a high dropping ball. Eugene Maloney, Michael McInerney under it. Eugene hops off his hand and gone harmlessly wide. Some very poor hurling here in this first half. And the conditions have a lot to do with it. And we get the ball back in again. Mick McNamara of Scariff into the centre of the field. J.J. Maloney under it for Broadford. And the referee penalises Sean Murphy and gives another free to Broadford. 65 metres out from the Scariff goal. James Shanahan certainly playing a great game for Broadford. James sends a high one, dropping into the square. Pull on there with Matt McMahon, Eugene Maloney. And Eugene Bear, the ball goes barely wide. Lucky escape there for Scariff. We're about 2 minutes now to half time. Puck out again, Mick McNamara. Into the centre of the field. Eugene Maloney now is out centre forward for Broadford. I think Joe Shanahan's gone in full forward. That ball is pulled on there by Kevin Maloney. Out goes Joe Shanahan, just moved in there. Joe across the front of the goals. Across comes Andy Rochford. Rochford sends it out. Noel Nugent into the centre of the field. And the ball missed there by Mick O'Grady, who's now playing. He's supposed to be the Scariff forward. I don't know. John Dillon with this line ball. Martin McMahon fouled. Free in to Broadford. JJ Maloney to take this for Broadford. Tony Nugent has gone full forward for Scariff. McGrady out centre forward. JJ sends it high across the goal and he has sent it wide, and that could be a costly miss, yes. Broadford lead by just 3 points coming up to half time. And they'll have their work cut out in the second half to hold this determined Scariff team. Mick McNamara with the puck out. Ordering his men there to spread out. Long one. Centre of the field once more. Pulled on there by James Shanahan, and James is flattened and he thinks about retaliating. Changes his mind. He's going to take this free. Right on half time now. Here he comes. He sends it high and he has sent it wide. Really bad shooting. They had a good period there for about 10 minutes in the middle of this first half. Shooting a lot of wides once more. Just on half time now. Really look at the referee, looking at his watch. Puck out by Mick McNamara. 70 yards out from his own goals. Kevin Maloney. PJ Maroney. PJ stuck back down there by Eddie Giblin. Giblin across the centre to Kevin Maloney for Broadford. And Kevin really drops it there. Great chance to miss there for Broadford. Out comes Noel Nugent. Nugent. Good clearance way down the field. Pat Connell under it. Pulls well. Misses it. James Shanahan for Broadford. Goes way up the field. Into the centre. Out comes Sean Murphy. Murphy. Well down the field. 30 yards out from Broadford goal. Broke down there by John Driscoll to John Dillon. And Dillon is brought down there by Sean McInerney of Scariff. He's been spoken to there by the referee. And the referee blows the whistle for half time.
Section of the attendance here at Tulla today. Fairly large crowd considering this condition. Smile, gentlemen, you're on video. I'm now ready for the start of a very exciting section. Tom Reedy checking here to make sure everything is ready for the start, and in goes the ball, and no, the ball isn't going there. It goes in now. First to break away of Scariff. 13 Nugent sends it up into the 40. Sean Driscoll coming out. Hooked there by John O'Grady. John Dillon with the ball, breaking clear. Sends it on down the field. Kevin Maloney blocks it down, but it's taken off him by Tommy Murphy. Tommy Murphy back up the field. James Shanahan has it. Sorry, James. Free to Scariff. The referee changed his mind there. James Shanahan with the free. It's a free for Broadford. James Shanahan with the free. Dropping it into the squares. Dropping down in there. Jojo Maloney, the goalie, has it. And he clears it out the field. And it's coming down to James Shanahan again. James Shanahan clears it down the field. And it's dropping down to 21. And it's dribbling wide. Broadford missing a lot of chances in this first couple of minutes. Scariff fullback with the puck out. Coming down, James Shanahan and Minogue for Scariff. Cleared out there by Sean Driscoll. Sean Driscoll. Headed to by John Dillon. John Dillon takes it up. Soaring down the field, but he leaves the ball after him, and it's taken after him by P. Giblin for Scariff. And the referee blows up there, and it's giving a free to Scariff. A free for Scariff, taken by Michael O'Grady. Michael O'Grady with the free for Scariff. Sends a high ball, and it's gone over the bar, and it's a point for Scariff. Scariff are now 2 points adrift, 8 points to 6. 3 minutes gone the second half. Can Broadford hold out now? They're playing against whatever way this breeze is blowing at the moment. It's blowing slightly across field, but I'd say it's favourite Scariff in this second half. John Duggan with the puck out. And it goes off Scariff hurley, and it's a line ball for Broadford. The line ball to be taken by Mike O'Brien. Mike O'Brien, a shortest one. PJ Maroney has it. His soul is on down the wing. Coming off with Joe Shannon. Joe Shannon has it in his hand. He sends a high ball in, but it's gone wide. A bad miss there for Broadford again. McNamara with the puck out for Scariff. It's a great puck out coming down to the 21. Sean Driscoll and Nugent, Tony Nugent is going in there. John Duggan has it. Gone out for a 65. The rain is cleared off now, but it's bitterly cold here in Tulla. Giblin is taking the 65 for Scariff. Broadford leave by 8 points to 6. And there's 4 minutes gone in the second half. Giblin with the 65. And it's dropping all the way over the bar. And it's another point for Scariff, and now there's only 1 point between the sides. Scariff are really picking off their scores well. And Broadford will have to pull out all the stops if they want to win this intermediate championship in 81. The puck out from John Duggan. PJ Maloney knocks it on. JJ Maloney fighting in there for it, and it's a free for Scariff, a free for Broadford. Be taken by James Shanahan. James Shanahan with the free for Broadford. Dropping in there to Pat Minogue. The ball cleared up the field by Scariff. James Shanahan again. He's having a great game for Broadford. It must be Bill Mulcahy's man of the match. But it's taken off him there by Minogue. Minogue for Scariff. Dropping it in to Tony Nugent. Tony Nugent has it, and the ball's in the net. The goal for Scariff, scored by Tony Nugent. And now the fat is really in the fire as far as Broadford are concerned. But they really must get this to grips with this game. Scariff now lead by 1 goal and 7 points to 8 points for Broadford. The puck out by John Duggan into the centre of the field. JJ Maloney has it for Broadford. He's throwing on, he loses his hurley. Down to Pat O'Brien. Pat O'Brien nudged there on the back, and it's a free in for Broadford. Charlotte Duggan is in the game for Broadford. We haven't yet figured out who's gone off. Seems John Dillon has gone off. No? No, John Dillon's still in the game. Kevin Maloney with the free for Broadford. And it's over the bar, and it's a point for Broadford. And now there's only 1 point between the sides. Scariff lead. 1-7 to 9 points. 7 minutes gone in the second half. Maybe that goal will put a bit of life into this game. Michael McNamara with the puck out. Tony Doyle is gone off the field. James Shanahan blocks it down, but it's taken off him by Murphy. Murphy for Scariff. Sends a high ball in and it's gone wide. Still 1 point between the sides. And there's a Scariff man down injured on the 21-yard line. He must have tripped himself, because I know a Broadford man wouldn't do anything to upset him. The referee is going to ask the umpire what happens. And he's taking out his book and he's going to speak to Joe Shanahan. Yes? Yes. What is it? Pat Connell. He's speaking to Pat Connell about that incident. It must be have been an accident because Pat Connell wouldn't do anything out of the way like that. Such a saintly hurler. The referee seems to be happy. And we'll get on with the game with John Duggan with the puck out. It's coming down to the centre of the field. PJ Maroney taps it down. It comes to Jarlath Duggan. Jarlath Duggan fighting for it, but it's taken off him by Minogue for Scariff. Minogue for Scariff. With a long ball in and it's gone wide. There must have been something wrong with that end of the goals because Broadford missed a lot of chances there in the first half. And Scariff are doing the same in the second. Thanks be to God. Very biased. John Duggan with the puck out. Coming down to Jarlath Duggan. There don't seem to be any scaffolders there. Jarlath Duggan is taken off him by O'Grady for Scariff. Minogue for Scariff. Sends it up, but it's picked up there by John Dillon. John Dillon. 2 Scariff fellas after him, but it's taken off him. It's got out of the line, and it's a line ball for Scariff. The line ball for Scariff to be taken by John Minogue. A low one shot goes back to John Minogue. John Minogue has it in his hands and he drives it up the field. It's coming into Pat Connell and O'Grady. Pat Connell fluffs it clearance. It's a free out for Broadford.
Free down for Broadford. James O'Brien to take it. Scariff lead 1-7 to 9 points by 10 points to 9. James O'Brien. 70 yards out from the Broadford goal. Bit of a pile up there. Kevin Maloney for Broadford. And the ball going out over the sideline. And it's a line ball. The linesman still making up his mind. The referee makes it up for him, gives it to Broadford. Kevin Maloney to take it. Kevin steadies himself. Now it's a free for Broadford. Kevin, high dropping ball, and it drops wide. Scariff lead 1-7 to 9 points. This game is really badly needs a Broadford going out to liven it up again. Sun has come out. 11 minutes gone in the second half. Kevin Maloney for Broadford. The way he goes down the field, one-handed, into JJ Maloney. JJ out to Pat O'Brien. And Pat Macker now. And away he goes. Into JJ Maloney. JJ 21 yards out. Come down into the centre. Takes his shot and he has blasted it wide. Broadford throwing away score after score here. Scariff playing really well, taking all their chances. Badly need of a slitter to keep this game going, I think. Mick calling for the ball. Has one. I don't know where he got it from. Ball drops 70 yards, 30 yards out Broadford goal. Badly missed there by Sean Driscoll. Pat Connell covers back. And Sean Driscoll goes in there, clears it out. 30 yards out from his own goals. Peter Maroney begin to get into the game now for Broadford. He's beaten there, but J.J. Maloney takes it up. How comes Andy Rochford? Rochford's there, gives a bit of a nudge to J.J. Maloney. Tom Reedy is going over to take his name. Or it's Pat Clancy for Scariff. Really come up very far up the field yet to knock over J.J. Maloney. The Broadford danger man. Tom Reedy having a strong word there with Pat Clancy. With 13 minutes gone in the first half. Second half. At 17 to go. Who will be the intermediate champions? Kevin Maloney with this chance to make the sides level. Hits it high. The wind catches it. Puts a tail in it, and it's another wide for Broadford. I think this could be Broadford's downfall. James Shannon's gone centre back for Broadford. Jarlath Duggan is in centre field, and Tony Dye has gone off. Sweeping changes by Broadford. The puck out. Kevin Maloney. Taken up there by James Shannon. Kevin Maloney again. Out comes Tommy Murphy. The field. Takes his shot high into the goals, and it's attaining that one as well. It's gone wide. A lot of wides in this poor intermediate final. John Duggan for Broadford. Into the centre of the field. Kevin Maloney under it. How come John O'Grady? Playing out centre forward now for Scariff. Beaten. Comes out to number 7, Noel Nugent. Nugent, shot blocked down. Peter Maroney for Broadford. Peter, 50 yards out, Scariff goal. Taken up by J.J. Maloney. J.J., he's 30 yards out now. He's 21. A low one in towards the goals. And the goalie, Michael Connell, saves it well and clears it out this side of the field. Good clearance there. Mark McMahon now, chasing this one all the way out from the corner. Gets it into his hand. A low ball into the centre. Tommy Murphy pulls in it. Kevin Maloney gets the break of the ball. Kevin takes his shot. It's a high dropping ball again. Full back, guides it over, but the ball has gone wide. Good save there by Michael Collins in goal there for Scariff. And the referee stops that puck out. I think he was standing out too far outside the square. They poked that one out. James Shanahan went off for some assistance. Back on again. I think the Scariff were changing every ball that was being poked out there for a dry one. Could have been the problem. And one of the Broadford mentors been hunted off the field there. Puck out again. Into the centre. Sean Driscoll for Broadford comes out. And Sean, one of the great Broadford hurlers of all time, clears it into the centre of the field. Jarlath Duggan, not in the game long. Still trying to get it up. John O'Grady for Scariff. Beaten by Jarlath Duggan. Down to J.J. Maloney. J.J. beaten there by Noel Nugent. Nugent takes the ball out over the line, and it's a line ball for Broadford. Scariff still lead 1-7 to 9 points. 16 minutes gone, 14 left. John Dillon for Broadford, lovely cut. Into Kevin Maloney, Kevin on his own. Sends a long high one and another wide for Broadford. Really bad striking by the Broadford forwards. And number 17 now, Paddy Hickey for Broadford. Going over to the referee. Paddy Hickey in the game for Broadford. And who is going off? And it's Pat O'Brien. Sean Hickey, I'd say, will be going in full forward. Joe Shanahan out to the corner. Yes, as I thought. Pat McNamara out, Mick McNamara puck out, centre of the field. Eddie Giblin, shot this one. James O'Brien, Broadford captain, badly beaten there. Sean McInerney, he's going through, a low one, blocked out by Pat Connell. John O'Grady now for Scariff, has it, takes his shot and he's held on to the ball too long, and it's a free out for Broadford. And James O'Brien now scuttling out there to take it. A bad one, too much of a hurry. John Dillon, way down the field, out over the sideline, and a line ball for Scariff. I think the wind has ruined this game as a spectacle for the spectators, getting little value for their money. Line ball with Noel Nugent, blocked down by JJ Maloney. JJ still has it, been followed there by Tommy Murphy. PJ Maroney for Broadford, shot blocked down by Tommy Murphy. John O'Grady for Scariff, into Eddie Giblin. Giblin is gone too far again with the ball, and it's another free down for Broadford. Scariff running a lot with the ball and giving away silly frees, and just are not taking their chances as well as they have been doing. James Shanahan with the puck for Broadford. Long one, good one again, the wind. Dropped down to Jarlath Duggan, out to Eugene Maloney, he's beaten. Noel Nugent having a great game there for Scariff, sends it out, well out to the corner. James Shanahan for Broadford, without a doubt the man of the match. He's beaten there by Pat Giblin, he gets it well up the field. Pulled on there by John Dillon, out over the line ball for Scariff. Number 9, Eddie Giblin, gone out there to take it, having a quiet game. Eddie now cuts this beautiful cut, drops the 20-metre line, and Sean Driscoll up the hand and brings it down and clears it down the field, and he has steered it straight out over the sideline once more. Lot of line balls, lot of hold-ups, lot of frees. And Eddie Giblin once more with the line cut, another good one. Sean Driscoll missed this one, Walls in the goals. John Duggan gets it. And John there very slow to clear this ball, but finally clears it down the field. Good clearance there by John. Blocked down there by Pat Minogue. Minogue has it. Into Pat Giblin. Giblin, front of the goals. Out John O'Grady. Grady takes his shot, and he has sent it wide from right in front of the goals. Scariff still lead by that one solitary point. 1-7 to 9 points. Or if we wanted in points, 10 points to 9. John Duggan looking for a ball. Gets one. 20 minutes gone, 10 left. 1 point between them. John Duggan hits it straight out over the sideline. And really don't know what to make of this game. Can't say much for Clare Hulling of the future. Pat Minogue, good cut. Mike O'Brien, ball goes across centre. Pat Giblin. Giblin now. His shot is well blocked on by John Dillon. And brought out by John Dillon. And cleared by John Dillon, who is fouled after the ball was struck. And the referee, I think, will give him a free from where the ball landed. Tom Reedy, they are well in control of this game. Kevin Maloney to take it, and can this be the equaliser for Broadford? It's again the breeze, about 60 yards out. Here he comes. It's a long one, it's dropping into the square. Pulled on by Eugene Maloney. Dropped down, and the panic stations there. There's 3 or 4 Broadford players in the goals. A few words going on. I think the referee will try to sort this out. The ball has gone wide. Good defensive work there by Scariff. And one of the Scariff players is limping after that skirmish. Tom Reedy going in. And we have a bit of a hold up. I make it about 9 minutes left in the game. Scariff lead. The button is off. And Scariff man is alright. Puck out to be taken by Mick McNamara. And Tom Reedy waits. Now he tells him. Puck out. High, long ball. Drops 70 yards out for Broadford goals. And James Shanahan is under it again. What a hurler. His shot is locked down this time. Every time I seem to praise him, he loses one. But he gets a line ball. Line ball for Broadford. James Shanahan to take it. Cuts a beautiful cut into the centre. Jarlaton goes up for it, loses it. Sean Murphy up the field, kicks it up the field. Kerryman in the making. Matt McMahon now comes out to get this ball, having a very quiet day. Joe Shanahan beaten to the pull there by Pat Clancy. Stan McInerney into the centre. Joe Minogue beaten again by James Shanahan. A foul off the ball there by Mike O'Brien. Gives the free to Scariff. Tom Reedy right in the spot to see that. Eddie Giblin to take it. First Scariff will lead by 179 points. One solitary point. About 7 minutes left. Eddie, high dropping ball. And high over the bar. And Scariff lead by 2 points. 1-8 to 9 points. About 6 minutes left. Broadford have it all to do now. John Duggan. Long one. Drops in his own 70-metre line. Pulled on there and missed by John Dillon. Been chased by Pat Minogue. And John straight out over the sideline. Line ball for Scariff. No, Nugent going to take it. JJ Maloney discarded the helmet. Nugent cuts it. Good one. Pat Connell for Broadford. Into Mike O'Brien. Mike sends it down the field. Drops down there. Kevin Maloney has it. Kevin been harassed to see, tries to get out of that one. Free down for Broadford. Broadford 2 points behind. Time running out. Good James Shannon, I think he stole about 20 yards with that one. Sends a high dropping ball. Pull on Kevin Maloney. Beautiful ball out there with Mick McNamara. Eddie Giblin for Scariff. Really playing well. Shot locked down for JJ Maloney. Clears it out. Is it going over the sideline? Yes, it has. Thank you there, supporting the crowd there, just letting me know it did. Line ball. Peter Moroney cuts it right across the goals. Petty Hickey under it. Eddie Giblin. Pat McNamara, the fullback, clears it out the field into the centre. Blocked down there with James Shannon. Joe Minogue playing right down at the wrong end of the field. Gets it out. Pat Giblin for Scariff. Some hard pulling going on there. Ball comes out to Sean McInerney. McInerney now, and away he goes up the field. He's 50 yards, 40 from the Broadford goal. He's 30. He takes his shot. And it's high and over the bar. And Scariff lead by 3 points. Great point there by Stan McInerney for Scariff. We have 4 minutes left to play. Scariff lead 1-9 to 9 points. 12 points to 9. And it Broadford really must get a goal now. Sean Driscoll there giving instructions. John Duggan with the puck out. Drops out 60 metres from his own goals. Missed there by James O'Brien. And the ball out there to Scariff, number 11, and he sends it wide. Tony Nugent there, bad miss. Tony was having a quiet game by his normal standards. And John Duggan very quickly now taking the puck out once more. Into the centre of the field. Tommy Murphy there, well, beautifully held. Out comes Sean Driscoll. He's beaten there by Joe Minogue. Minogue into the centre to John O'Grady. Grady hits it. Slide dropping ball. Out comes John Duggan for Broadford. And John clears it out this side. Mike O'Brien under it. Mike's beaten to the ball there, but gets it again. Loses the headband. Pulls it straight out over the sideline. And Scariff now are 3 minutes away from the intermediate title. God bless them. Fair play to them. Peter Maroney. James Shanahan. Fight to the finish here by James Shanahan. Goal down the field. Bad tackle there by Tommy Murphy, straight into James's face. And James is flattened. Can Scariff hold on, or can Broadford get that goal? James is up. This doesn't seem to be in the best of health. The referee telling him to go off. James O'Brien getting ready to take the free for Broadford. I think he stole about 5 or 10 yards there. Bit of a hold up. James is okay. Free to Broadford. James O'Brien to take it. Can he get the vital score now for Broadford? A high one, dropping in towards the goals. How comes Kevin Maloney? Cleared out there by Andy Rochford, out over the sideline. It's gone out over the sideline. Line ball for Broadford. JJ Maloney leaves it for PJ Maroney. Coming inside the last 2 minutes now of this game. A bad line ball there. Tommy Murphy, he loses it. Out to Joe Minogue. Minogue up the field. This is supposed to be the corner forward. He's gone 50 yards with the ball. He's gone 60. He's in the Broadford half. Takes his shot from 70 yards out. And it's gone. Looks like one of the best. We'll be drowning our sorrows in the heights. John Duggan. 60 yards out from his own goals. James Shanahan. What a game he's had. Put badly missed there by Tommy Murphy into Eugene Maloney. Eugene beaten for the ball there by Pat Clancy. Clancy out to Pat Minogue. Minogue, shortest one. Peter Maroney for Broadford. Tommy Murphy for Scariff. And Murphy pulls it up the field. John Dillon, badly misses the ball there. And Joe Minogue now really having a storming last 10 minutes. Ball missed there again by John O'Grady. Pat Connon goes back, wins the ball, clears it well down the field. Under is JJ Maloney. Ball goes Tommy Murphy, and Sean Murphy. Sean is brought down. The referee says play on. Kevin Maloney gets it. Maroney tells Tommy Murphy. Tommy is brought down, and I think it's just a matter of playing out time now. We're in injury time here in Tulla. And Scariff on their way to the intermediate title for the first time since 1938. And Broadford will just have to wait another year. Or 3. Not sure what's another year. Free taken there by Pat Minogue, Eddie Gibbon. Sean Driscoll, beautifully held by Driscoll. Out towards the sideline. Clears it out the field. James Shanahan. Ball out over the sideline. Free down for Broadford. Have their time now left. Scariff lead 1-9 to 9 points. 1 goal, 1 puck of a ball. Would Broadford have the time? We're well into injury time here now. A couple of stoppages here in the second half. James Shanahan. A long one. Comes to Tommy Murphy. Clears it, half clears it. Goes back in. Cleared again by Tommy Murphy. To PJ Maroney. PJ brought down there, freeing for Broadford. Is this the last ditch effort now for Broadford? Can Scariff hold on? And by all accounts, I think Scariff deserved to hold on because Broadford missed a lot of chances and Scariff took theirs. JJ Maloney must go for a goal. Bad free. But it goes to Sean Driscoll, the full back. He palms it in, it's cleared out. Kevin Maloney Kevin takes a shot. It's blocked down and cleared out by Pat McMahon. Comes to James Shanahan. James has it. JJ Maloney. Hectic stuff here now around the Scariff goals. James Shanahan has it. James drops it in towards the goals. Sean Driscoll. A goal for Broadford! A goal! The mighty man, Sean Driscoll, has got it. The sides are level. 1 goal and 9 points apiece. Sean Driscoll, the fullback in number 3. Tom Reedy looks at the watch, runs back. And the game is over. What a storming finish by Broadford. To score 1 goal and 9 points apiece. What an amazing finish. A game that did not deserve to get a drawing. It was really a hard look on Scariff. And we'll just have to wait for another day. And maybe the next day will be a lot clearer than this one.